Boom, baby! It really is the map to El Dorado!
Hi, I am Charlie. I was the person who originally pitched Road to Kuzcotopia. I have been making fan projects since 2006, 2007, when I made my own Good Burger sketch and animated it in stop motion with action figures. I got really into the Pirates of the Caribbean movies a few years ago, and looking more into Terry Rossio and Ted Elliott, it seemed that Pirates of the Caribbean was almost an inevitability because they have this very specific style, and one of the movies they did right before Pirates of the Caribbean has sort of the same villain. The Curse of the Black Pearl from the Curse of the Black Pearl is caused because of Hernan Cortez stealing gold from the Aztecs and Mayans, and Road to El Dorado is about a kind of Aztec, kind of Mayan society, and Hernan Cortez is the villain by the same writers. And realizing this connection with these movies that had already been quickly becoming my favorite, I got really hyper-fixated on this movie as well. And since I'm the creator of Real-Time Fandom and can do whatever I want with that, and was doing the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, I decided I would incorporate Road to El Dorado as the prequel to that.
Let's go that way!
That way? That does not look like chocolate.
At that same time, I had voiced Cusco for Micah's crossover video, Platypus's New Groove.
But poor Danville. Having Yzma as Empress is going to be terrible for them. Oh well! Better them than me.
And it had kind of outperformed anything else he was doing with Fireblast Studios. And he suggested... He sent a message like, do you guys have any more pitches? And I'm like, crossover episode?
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever!
I have been writing fan scripts, based on existing properties for a long time now. And this, about 10 years ago, almost to the day, I worked with Charlie Marlowe, who's also working on this project, on a Gravity Falls Hanukkah episode, Hanukkah special.
Happy Hanukkah, dudes! Get ready to sing some Hanukkah carols!
Shalom!
Since then, we collaborated on a lot of Gravity Falls scripts and videos, and I've, I just generally really enjoy playing around with that kind of idea of taking, existing characters in existing world and really trying to reverse engineer, figure out what makes that world unique, what makes those characters tick, and build a unique new story with them that stays true to their voices, whether that's Gravity Falls or Steven Universe or, in this case, Emperor's New Groove and the Road to El Dorado. I have really enjoyed. It's been a real treat and a real delight to get to do that same process with these comedies that I adore so much and bring them together in a way that, merges the two organically while, again, still staying authentic to the unique styles of each character and how they interact with each other.
Both is good.
So yeah, I am voicing Emperor Cusco and Miguel. They're characters that have taken on a new meaning in the hearts of many who grew up with these movies because they're very, very gay. A lot of gay people have found connection with these two movies, with the Road to El Dorado being about a very tender and physically affectionate male friendship, and Emperor's New Groove being about a very flamboyant character who has a scene of not being interested in any of the women. And I am non-binary, and reprising characters I've voiced for years has become more difficult. I've been getting comments that I never used to get saying, why does Dipper sound gay in this, as I more unmask the inherent femininity to my voice. So it is exciting to be voicing characters where I don't have to worry about that. As well as I watched for my birthday this year Hamlet, starring Kenneth Branagh. And there's something about the way he performs these swashbuckling characters that is so gender to me, and I'm excited to be voicing Miguel again.
Okay, it's all good that way.
One day, I came across Tony Goldmark's Escape from Walt Disney podcast. And, man, let me tell you, I was hooked. I already loved Luke Ski, and he would constantly show up as one of the guests on Tony's show. And it is hilarious. And of course, on every show, Tony would promote his Facebook group. And when I saw that Micah was kind of putting out a bit of a call to action, I was like, yeah, I'm reasonably certain I can do a decent John Goodman. I, reached out to him. Pacha, he's a kind-hearted family man. He's a guy that always wants to do the right thing, and he always wants to make sure that justice is served.
When the sun hits that ridge just right, these hills sing.
Hi, my name is Shelby Sessler, and I am the voice of Melina in the Road to Kuzcotopia. I have been voice acting for about a decade now, maybe a little bit longer, and I've been playing around on stage for well beyond that time. Some of the things you might have heard me in are the Lost Legends dub as Anti-Mabel, and a good chunk of the other Mabels.
Oh, ding, ding, ding! I was chased out of my dimension for being the most evil Mabel in the multiverse.
I'm a member of Real Time Fan Dub, so you've heard me in a lot of Gravity Falls things and the Sonic 06 dub as Princess Elise. And I do a lot of things with tomato sauce, so you've probably heard me, if you've seen any of those videos, as the Collector and Marcy. My favorite projects that I get to work on are ones where I get to work in close proximity with my friends. So whether that's podcasting or improving or even directing, I really love getting the chance to explore the way the human voice is able to create art. I'm also one of the curators / podcast hosts on Mystery Shack Look Back and a rotating co-host on the Emperor's New podcast. My involvement in this project sort of is an offshoot of some of the other projects that I've been involved in on this channel, like the Emperor's New podcast and the Phineas and Ferb Emperor's New School crossover. Hi, I'm Melina.
Hi, Melina. I'm Phineas, and this is my brother Ferb.
I do remember there being a public call on Twitter looking for someone who could do a Melina voice, and I'm a big fan of the voice actress, so I said I probably can. Turns out I can, and she's a great character. I really love Melina. My character Melina is Emperor Cusco's best friend. She's also the smartest and prettiest girl in school, and she's able to keep things going in a way that would not happen if she were not present, because Kuzco cannot focus and Melina is the queen of focus. Melina is a very creative thinker, so she's able to come up with solutions to problems that Kuzco wouldn't be able to think up on his own. So I can't wait to see what her interactions with the rest of the cast are going to be like in this.
My history with voice acting is basically spending the past 12 years doing a vast array of work. A lot of it has been kind of online, doing fan dubs, some flash animations.
I underestimated Zelda's tenacity, but now I know her weakness. Boobies!
Charlie has been instrumental in keeping my head above water as far as voice acting is concerned. I kind of fell down a little bit of a pit of despair for a couple of years. Voice acting is hard work. You know, a lot of people don't realize that 90% of it is auditioning and 10% of it is maybe getting a job. Sometimes there's a project in the wind and they can tell me like, hey, you might want to try out for that. And I do, and it's a pleasant surprise. And then, oh, lo and behold, I get to be in a project where I get to meet new people and work with people I've worked with before. And, you know, it's very serendipitous. I love it. I play Pizarro, who is described as an intimidating, irredeemable monster of a man. It makes me laugh a little because creatively, I'm like the softest of boys. But this is the second time I've been cast as a villain, but I'm all here for it. Oh, I forgot to ask, do I do a song? Because I can totally do a song if need be. I almost got an evil villain type song role in the last thing I auditioned for a few years back. I can totally do it. Be prepared. Yeah? No? Okay.